Although Nutella is absolutely delicious on its own, it's incredible when used as the filling for a pie. Inspired by Argentine dessert empanadas, this easy pie recipe is a perfect fusion between Argentine and Southern cuisine. For more information about Nutella Pie, keep watching. So this Nutella Pie is a fusion recipe of sorts. As I'm sure you all know, I do Argentine food and Southern food, and in Argentina there's something called una empanada. It's a turnover small pastry that's usually filled with meat or cheese, but there are also sweet empanadas filled with dulce de leche or Nutella or something like that. However, making a lot of empanadas is a big hassle, or as they would say in Argentina, a big quilombo, because you have to just do a lot of folding and things like that. So I thought, why not do something easier? I have never heard of a Nutella pie in terms of a double crust pie. I haven't seen anything like this in Argentina, and I googled it. I googled Nutella pie and I didn't see anything that looked like a double crust pie, so this might be a first for the internet. I am using the pie crust recipe that I use for all my southern pies. I'll put a link down below. It's really easy, really simple. If you've never made pie crust before, try that recipe. But if you want to buy your pie crust, that's fine too. I have one pie crust in a 9-inch pie dish, and I have one to go on top. And all I'm going to do is simply put the Nutella into the pie crust. I have two 13-ounce containers. I'm not sure exactly how much I'm going to need. I think I'm going to need both of them. But once the Nutella is in, I will let you know. I would use a spoon and then a fork or something to scrape the Nutella off of the spoon, since it can be kind of sticky. So the Nutella is in the pie. I used 2 whole containers of 13 ounces of Nutella. Then I just took the spoon like this and used the back of the spoon to spread it out. Very, very simply like that. And one thing I think you could do is you could add a little bit of salt to this, because as you saw in my choco torta video, I like to add salt to things. Just a little bit, it really brings out the sweetness. But this, you know what? I don't think I'm going to. I'm just going to keep it very simple. So now I'm going to take this other pie crust, and to put the top crust on, I have it attached to wax paper. If you buy your pie crust, it will probably come wrapped up in wax paper. So have it roll on the wax paper, grab one end like this, just simply put on top of the pie, and then peel off. Hopefully it's pretty much on. I tried to move it a little bit that way, but it's pretty much stuck on. So that's really the most difficult part. And if it's hanging over like this, then all you have to do is take your knife around and add to where you think you need to add. It does not have to be perfect. A very forgiving recipe. Probably don't even need all the dough. And then go around the edge, and with my fingers I'm going to seal it like that. And that's going to help cover up what I had to do over here. This is the same process for a fruit-filled pie, whether it be apple, cherry, peach. And now it's almost ready for the oven. However, especially with an apple pie or a peach pie, any type of fruit pie, if you just put it in like this, what will happen is that the fruit will create steam and the top will rise, but the fruit won't. So you're gonna have a domed crust with the hollow space between the top crust and the fruit filling. Honestly, that might not be an issue with this, but just to play it safe, I'm gonna poke in some vents. I already used a ruler to find the middle, and I used a toothpick to mark the center. You do not have to use a ruler to do this, but this is what I like to do. Use a ruler and then mark slits in the pie crust. That will also help guide me when I cut the pie. Very quickly like that. They don't have to be super deep, just enough to let it vent. Like that. For this diagonal, I like to go in the middle between two slices. Like I said, this does not have to be perfect. You do not feel obligated to use a ruler. But, oh, that cut was a little bit closer to the center than I had intended. It's okay. And the others too. And this is just cosmetic, to be honest. At this point. So, there's the Nutella pie. I'm going to put it in the oven at 350. Honestly, not sure exactly how long it's going to take, but I will let you know. I would like to be able to not have the cut come as close to the center, but oh well. After baking at 350 Fahrenheit for 45 to 60 minutes, I'm pretty sure my pie was in for 60. It's time to dig in. This Nutella pie was incredible. The filling was chocolatey, rich and creamy, and the crust was buttery and flaky. The crust turned a perfect golden brown, so not only was it delicious, it was also very aesthetically pleasing. Honestly, I think that the slits in the top crust could have been centered a little bit better, but that's just nitpicking. When I first made this Nutella pie, part of me was kind of concerned that the Nutella might overcook in the oven and get hard. That didn't happen at all. I let this pie cool down completely. I actually cut into it the next day, and I couldn't tell the difference in the texture of the Nutella at all. It was still rich and creamy and velvety smooth. The combination of the chocolate hazelnut Nutella and the buttery pie crust, together with the combination of the rich and creamy filling and the flaky crust, made this Nutella pie absolutely incredible in terms of both flavor and texture. Although you could definitely serve this Nutella pie hot and top it with a scoop or two of vanilla ice cream, I honestly think that serving it room temperature is best. And it's not just desserts. In my opinion, most foods, if they're served at a temperature extreme, whether extremely hot or extremely cold, it makes it more difficult for your palate to detect the flavors. Don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you to eat cold soup or melted ice cream, but the next time you're eating something that's either really hot or really cold, let it come down to room temperature and then try it. I'm sure you'll be able to taste the flavors a lot better. Also, like I said, even though ice cream is great with this Nutella pie, I honestly think that ice cream with this, along with many other desserts, is just gilding the lily. It's already good, and honestly, you're just covering up the flavors that are already in the dessert. If you really want to put ice cream on your Nutella pie or peach pie or apple pie, go ahead, it's totally fine. But honestly, in my opinion as a chef, I think that there definitely can be instances in which there's too much of a good thing, as in too many flavors competing against each other. Warm or room temperature, ice cream or no ice cream, this Nutella pie is absolutely delicious, and if you're looking for an Argentine Southern fusion recipe, you should definitely give it a try. This recipe is extremely easy and chocolatey, so I'm sure that it will become a new family favorite. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, for more information about Argentinian recipes and Southern food, please visit my website parnellthechef.com and follow me on social media. Right now, I'm most active on Twitter and Instagram. If you make one of my recipes, please take photos and let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Once again, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.